What is up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy, the Birdman from the Birdman Show. Oh my God, it's been a day. We'll just kind of leave it at that. But we are here. We're live for getting ready for another Birdman Show recap edition. I don't know, I'm not doing it tonight. We're here ready for the recap. I got Mace Valor with me. I got Def Light with me. We're minus Ace. We're minus Miss D. Miss D's under the weather. Um, but we are going to keep rocking and rolling like we always do. But before I do that, like I said, it's a Birdman Show, so you already know what to do. So why don't you go ahead and just do it with us one time? That's right. Got I say what's up to my co-host for tonight. Like I said, I got Def Light and I got Mace Valor with me. Ladies first. Def Light, how you doing?
You almost said
I
Mace.
did. I did. I
It's
did.
Thursday.
Yeah. It's the
That's about all I got.
well, you know what? For a retired guy, like every day seems like Monday. Like I think that's like the only bad thing I can say about retirement. If you actually stick with retirement, which I'm not about to be, because like I said, I'm doing my schooling stuff, so I plan on doing something with that. Mace, what is up, brother? How we doing?
Good, doing good. I have a short window. I have to take out an old toilet and put a new one in. So I'm gonna
Wow.
hopefully do that while there's still daylight. But
Mm.
I'm good otherwise. Just trying to procrastinate having to do that as long as possible.
Well, we'll try to keep you occupied for as long as we can until you got to get to it. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we're recapping Monday night's episode as well as last night's episode. Monday night's episode we did subliminal messages, right? Was that Monday? Yeah.
I thought
Was
we,
it?
we didn't
That
do
was
them
last
Monday.
week.
Oh, that was the week before. Oh, that's right. We took this week
Yeah.
off. Jesus. Okay, so whatever.
Time is an
Yeah,
illusion.
bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, man. I try to keep up with everything as much as I possibly can, but man, I'm slipping. Birdman's slipping. I will say this though, if you got a chance, if you were in here, especially during the very beginning, and you got a chance to hear that intro, that was done by our very own Shiloh. He's been making some music. He does a lot of music. That was phenomenal. There's another one he's done. Actually, that I will be playing that one at the end of this recap. It'll be on here. You don't necessarily have to stay on here, but you can go back and check it. But yeah, I'm excited about it. So I'm hoping I can't wait to hear what else he's got. Like I said, I do have another one that's on here. And so I'm excited about that one. That's going to be on here. Like I said, I'll be playing later. But yeah, so hey, there's Itsy in the house over here on TikTok land. What is up, It's? Uh my sister from another mother.
Wait,
Um
you're still on TikTok?
yeah, well that one is. That one is. I mean, I'm rocking with it for right now. Um
No,
but
it's
like I
okay. They
said,
already got you. They already got you. You're locked into those terms and service now.
no, I mean not really. Because like I said, I'm rocking with it until we get the streaming platform up that we're gonna be doing. And I'm pretty much gonna be cutting out pretty much all for the most part, most all of these. Because like I said, we'll have our own app or I'll have our own streaming platform. So we won't really have anybody telling us, what we could do, what we can't do, what we can say, what we can't say. So that's really gonna be dangerous. I keep thinking about that. I'm like, dang, do I want to take that
Well,
route?
once you agree to those terms, the things that were updated in those terms are in perpetuity. So you give them access to geo-track you for forever. And it even says outside of TikTok.
Yeah, well, good luck. I mean, I can always go off the grid. I don't really give a damn. Good luck with that. So I guess we're recapping last night's episode. Because we didn't do anything Monday. Last night we had a "You Be the Judge" episode that was just highly irritating. Uh, it was highly irritating. I
Most
mean,
of my episodes are highly irritating.
that one was worse. That one I think was the worst. That was like that's like having a skin rash, eczema, and poison ivy. Like,
So, what was the topic for the you be the judge?
well, it was a
Deputy
case.
Doofy.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically what it was. It was an idiot cop that committed a crime and did everything other than what he was trained not to
Committed
do.
a murder.
Yeah, well, yeah, he
It's not
killed
like
someone.
he didn't jaywalk.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't like take a few extra bills out of the freaking ATM that wasn't his. No, he killed somebody. Um, and he was such an idiot through the entire process. I don't understand. Like I said, unless they had something going on during the hiring process where they were just hiring people and they didn't care who came in. I don't understand how this dude. I don't understand how he became a freaking officer. I just don't get it. Um,
Mm-mm.
yeah, I don't understand it. Like literally, like bro, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, this case. Oh Jesus,
He's
this
getting
case had my.
he's getting stressed out just thinking about it.
I'm getting PTSD from this case. Like it was so profoundly stupid and idiotic what this guy was doing throughout this entire thing. First of all, he had literally, as we found out towards the end, had been pulling over 20 something blonde women to the point, well, 17. One was a guy. Um
Yeah.
what was a guy? He thought it was a
Mistaken
girl.
identity. He thought it was
Yeah.
a chick, so we're
Yeah.
gonna count it.
Yeah, he had long blonde hair, and I guess he used Pantene or something, or I don't forget. I don't know. I don't know what's that. What's the female shampoo like? Herbal Essence. That was a big one. I remember those commercials. Those were hilarious. I don't know. What's another? Was that? I mean, is Pantene still around? I don't freaking know.
Yeah, it's still
Okay,
around.
okay. I don't know. Like I don't know about no female shampoos and stuff like that. Because like dads don't really use that like other stuff. Like she used that native stuff, which is the same like shampoo and the same freaking like soap and stuff I use. So like I don't freaking know about that stuff. I'm been so far out the game. It is what it is. But anyways, man, this dude like offs this chick, throws her over the side. Well, strangles her with a piece of rope. Throws her over the side of a bridge. She of course clawed and scratched him. Had his face all scratched up. This idiot decides to go to the gas station
With
that was off
scratches
the
on
same
his face.
with the on the off the same ramp that he just off this chick. Goes to the gas station, had scratches all on his face, open wounds, looking all disheveled and everything. And then the clerk was like, "Yeah, he just looked a little off." So I told him, "Hey, it looked like you had a rough night." And like, and he was just like, "Oh, yo, you have no idea. I've had a rough night. Oh yeah. Trying to make some move on a chick, and she just tried to claw me, so I had to throw her off the bridge." No, he didn't say that, but he might as well. Um, dude, I'm telling you, that case, bro. If you get a chance, watch last night's episode. Like I said, you can watch it on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now. It's on our Rumble, which here those are platforms for it. Oh, let me do this one instead. Yeah, so you can watch the Birdman Show podcast as well as Conspiracy Files on any past episodes on our Rumble, which is at Birdman Show, YouTube, TBS 216, and over. Well, no, scratch the TikTok thing. Yeah, just those two places. But yeah, dude, if you get a chance, watch it because like holy crap. Tabs, what's up, sis? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Um, but yeah, if you get a chance, watch it, bro. I'm telling you, it will have you freaking lit. And then the ending. Holy Jesus. I have it's been a while since I've really been that mad. It has been a while.
Yeah, you didn't really appreciate the plot twist.
No, I did not. And I even said it. I even said it before I gave my. Well, actually, after I gave my verdict, I was like, man, hopefully they didn't do something stupid just because he's a law enforcement officer, and he gets away with this because the freaking idiot, the defense lawyer he had, like, oh, this is all circumstantial evidence. I don't think he understands what that word means.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Like Monty, when you hear someone use the two words circumstantial evidence, what comes to mind to you what is your understanding of circumstantial evidence?
That the evidence is entirely predicated upon the situation that describes it being found. So, for example, let's say it was a murder weapon, right? That was
Uh-huh.
found. The that physical evidence, the only thing that ties it to an individual is the narrative of the situation, not so much eyewitness accounts or whatever. It's
Mhm.
situational, pertaining to one thing connecting to another. And the only thing that connects them is the narrative that bridges that gap.
So
Which
Yeah.
is
it
why
wouldn't be
it's
like fibers or blood evidence
right.
or
They are like very direct.
witnesses with saying, "Hey, he had scratches down." Yeah, yeah. It was all
Yes.
circumstantial, according to the defense attorney.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Th-
she had
And
his
never
skin particles in her fingernails, but can we like she could have found those anywhere? Like
yeah. They could have like used this, I don't know, same bar of soap or something. I don't know. Maybe he said, "Hey, my hands are tight. Can you scratch my butt real quick?" I don't know. It could be anything. I don't know. But
Scratch my.
hey, you go back and read that case again, and you'll think what I just said was actually pretty plausible. That case was that freaking infuriating to me. Get this one, Bonnie. Guess what
yeah.
Officer Doofy decided to say? So he's talking to a couple other freaking officers about the case because it was they were the ones that were actually involved with running the case or whatever. And so he's talking about that. He's asking information about this and that. They tell him like, yeah, the body, the body was thrown over here, blah blah blah, or whatever. He's like, no, that's not what happened, or the body was like thrown over here or placed over here or something like that. He's telling them,
He argued with the cop that was actually investigating it
yeah, and then
and
when
got
he
pissed.
asked, yeah, and then when he asked, hey, what do you think should happen to the person if they get caught? And basically, the it was a female cop that said it, right?
Mhm.
So basically, like, hey, it's burn in hell, blah blah, typical stuff, that somebody would say after seeing something like that. And he was like, well, you don't know what happened. It could have just been something that just got, just got out of hand or something like that. You don't know what happened. Like, bro, really? Like, you're telling them. Yeah, I'm going to put my own handcuffs on me. You don't even have to pull your handcuffs out. I'm gonna put my own handcuffs on me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do that. And then had enough nerve to pull his daughter into the whole thing as a witness. Talking about because they found purple fibers that matched the victims. Well, that they thought were from the victim's pants. Okay, so they had fibers like that, right? She tried to say that her mom was sewing or knitting something. I can't remember. I'm not 100% sure because I'm so
Sewing a jacket.
yeah, sewing a jacket that had this that was basically the same material or at least the same color, anyways. And that her dad would come home and take his gun belt off and throw it on the couch or throw it on whatever, and that's probably how it got it had those fibers probably matched that blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, bro, bro. I I almost wanted to just investigate this myself, find out the real names of these people, find out where this dude's at, just go see if I can visit him in prison, just so I can punch him right in the freaking face and then
When you
walk out.
get off duty, you do not come in and drop your duty belt and gun just on the couch.
Maybe if you lived alone,
Even then,
maybe.
that's not a good idea.
No, I know. I agree. I agree. It's not a good idea, but it's really not a good idea if you have other people living in the house with you.
Especially a child.
Like, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
I was just, I was so done with it, man. I was just so done with it. I was so done with it. Um, yeah, I was. It was just so done with it. Um, let's see. Next week we've got what? We've got
I don't know. You keep changing
well,
shit. It's like double conspiracies.
that's right because we had a flip. Okay, so Bonnie, Wednesday. So we have our episode Monday, right? So we're gonna probably turn back around and have another episode Wednesday because we had a flip. The 11th. No, wait. So yeah, we had a flip this coming Wednesday with the following Wednesday. So the following Wednesday, not this week, but a week from Wednesday, was supposed to be a conspiracy theory episode. And because this week we're supposed to be doing Slender Man. But the guest is going to be on there for the Slender Man episode for this Wednesday. Is not going to be able to make it. I think she's working. So we flip flop those. So if you're available Wednesday, we're going to be doing that episode then. But if Miss D is still sick and you're not able to make it Wednesday, I will be definitely calling an audible and coming up with something. So we'll figure it out. But I'm letting you know now. Like I said, if you are available Wednesday, we got that popping off. Because I know this Monday
That's
we got
Slender Man.
Slender Man's going to be the following week. So, but this Monday we've got Simpsons craziest Simpsons predictions come true. So, and there's a lot of them. That one's almost worse than doing a Mandela effect episode. I was screwed up for a month when I originally did the Mandela effect episode on the Birdman show. I was screwed up for about a month.
You know, it's
With
interesting.
all,
I actually have more opinions on the Mandela effect like this time later than I did at the time.
yeah,
Well, this
I
is
believe it
popping up too.
exactly. I'm like, what?
It's kind of
What?
weird.
Can I take this as a captive audience just for 2 seconds?
Go for it.
Okay, so we all understand time travel, right? Like the thoughts and the ideas of
Oh yeah,
traveling through time. All right,
yeah.
and so
I think
that's been popular in media for decades. And then
right.
what we've noticed, I would say since probably like the 2000s, 2010s, and onwards, it's kind of been a shift of not just traveling through time, but also going to parallel realities and
Mm-hmm.
you like those things where you go to a universe and like take the place of yourself or whatever. It's like the multiverse stuff. Like that's kind of been the growing idea of popularity. Well, so I'm obviously into that interesting sci-fi stuff, but then I had a thought. Like, if you really think about time travel, right? When you look
Mm-hmm.
at everything that we are told and taught in our education system about the universe and how it works, time travel feels like a very vast like thing that just isn't possible in the realm of physics when you account for the fact that time and space are intrinsically linked and that we're just a ball flying through space and all this shit, right? And to go from one point to another, so not only are you traveling through time, you're also traveling through space. So if I'm going to time travel, it's not just the reference point of time, because if I just stay in my same localized zone of space, I'll travel to a different point in time, but in the vacuum of space or in the heart of a star. You know what I'm saying? Because all of movement. It just logically doesn't make sense. The amount of calculations it would take to accurately pinpoint and get all of that stuff perfect are just so insurmountable. However, if the Earth is a flat and stationary plane, it is far more likely possible. Okay, just take that nugget for what you will. If the Earth is flat, then the probability of being able to utilize some form of time travel is far more viable. Okay, so there's that nugget. And then so there's this one time travel anime I watched recently called Steins Gate. And its form of time travel is multiverses, right? So essentially, whenever you time travel, you're going to a different what is known as a world line, where this is where all the paradoxes of time travel don't happen. You don't have a bootstrap paradox. You don't have a grandfather's paradox or anything like that, because when you travel when you travel in time, you're leaving your reality, your universe, as it were, and you're just going to a branch. What this does is this allows things to be changed. This would effectively allow you to go back in time, kill your grandfather. Therefore, you're never born and all that, but you still exist because you yourself and your physical entity and all of that come from a different universe entirely, right? So taking these two ideas together, right? Okay, the actual physical probability of what would it take for it to even be remotely possible, and then taking the idea of the whole multiverse thing of like allowing these things to happen. So you could be argued that in some weird way, you could have mass groups of people over the course of time in their lives, completely unknowingly going from one reality to another. And this ties back into something that's known as the chronovisor. Have you ever heard of the chronovisor?
It sounds familiar, but I don't. No, I'm not gonna.
So apparently, it's what is it? Either the Catholic Church or the U.S. government, whatever. Some shadowy entity has this device known as a chronovisor. What the chronovisor allows you to do is it allows you to look into the future. And so the things that have been discussed about this online are that the people in power, the elites, realize that at a certain point in time, whenever they look into the chronovisor, because they've used it in the past to be able to alter course. Like, oh, wait, if we keep on the course that we're going, this is the future. So let's make our changes. Let's operate the world a little differently. Let's take out this political leader. Let's shift this thing over here. Let's manipulate the world enough so that when we look into the chronovisor, we get a better version of the future that we want. So apparently the talk of the internet is that the chronovisor no longer works. Every single time that they look into the chronovisor, no matter what changes they make, they see the exact same outcome. That nothing that they can do is going to stop what is coming. And then you take all of these weirdo, batshit crazy concepts, because remember, we're just having fun here.
Right.
That kind of leads up to the here and now, where we see everything in our world rapidly accelerating. Like the world, it feels like it's completely unraveling, and the people in power are doing some of the most crazy things that anyone in the world could argue. It's like, that's definitely not a good idea, but it's happening anyways. You know, that's, I don't know. But so that's like the nutshell of how I've like had these wildly different ideas that make no sense independently. But then somehow when you connect them together, it's like, all right, well, in this weird whatever spiral, they actually kind of fit kind of nice to explain why everything's so shit. But I digress. But yeah, so that's what your podcast does. It gets us to think and then explore, expand, and connect dots that probably aren't even there. But it's a fun time.
Connect dots. I mean, paint by numbers. It does all that. No, that's crazy. I'm thinking about the visor. You talk about the visor. I'm thinking like so kind of like Dr. Fate's helmet.
Yeah.
Or the time stone with Doctor Strange. Yeah. That's listen, I'm like I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like I'm gonna say none of this stuff is real. I'm not gonna say none of this stuff is, I don't know. Everything's just weird to me. Like it almost makes more sense to believe in the weird crap that has the possibility of explaining stuff than it is for listening to these so-called experts saying, well, no, that's just not possible because of the theory. Like, shut up. Because what you're telling me don't make no sense either. So you know what? I might as well just live in a fantasy world over here and just believe what the heck I want to believe. I believe in unicorns. I believe in freaking little leprechauns. All right, all that. And I've seen a couple of them. Usually it's after I eat this one
It
salad
doesn't
that has
count
this.
once you've been drinking or doing drugs, dude.
Why not?
It only counts if you're sober.
What?
Bad.
What?
You shouldn't do drugs.
What if it's like an upside down like world where
That
if you're
sounds like
drinking
drugs.
it, that's what I'm saying. So in that world, that's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay.
I'm
And
gonna
that's how
start
you
calling you Alice.
Not doing
wow.
drugs makes you high. That's
See,
woo.
that's wow. You didn't even think about it like that, huh? Whoa. Oh. Oh, it's the Birdman show. Get that shit again, baby.
Jesus, we are definitely going down the fucking rabbit hole. Family friendly, my ass.
What?
Officer,
I'm
you
just
don't
saying.
understand. I'm from a different reality. I have to do PCP.
Hey, that's what I'm telling you, man. Hey, that's what I'm gonna start. That's gonna be my line next time I get pulled over.
You better hope Deputy Doofy pulls you over.
Oh God, I know, right? Now, if he mistakes me for a blonde, like we got a serious problem. Like he's on what I'm on. Like, if he's like mistakes me for I'm freaking blonde. Like, hey, buddy, God, yeah, your headlights a little out of line. Like, what? That was another one that got me. Some of the excuses that he was giving these people for pulling him over, like your headlight was out of line. Like what do you say? One was higher than the other or something. I don't remember. He
Listen,
was
I drove around for years with one headlight just a smidgen higher because of reasons that it was a pain in the ass. Anyway, I never got pulled over once.
look. I got one now. I had to replace, and this is what really made me mad was I had one of my headlights go out. My driver's side, or sorry, passenger side headlight go out. So I look it up. Wasn't even, I opened it up and I was like, oh yeah, this be easy to replace. No problem. No big deal. Go get the headlights. Go to AutoZone. One of my favorite places to go. Go to AutoZone. Purchase my headlights. Come home. I'm like, I'm about to install these headlights. Now, mind you, I have a 2014 Buick LaCrosse. I love that car. Love it. It's awesome. It's black. It's black on black. Got the black leather. It's fully loaded. The car is just freaking awesome. Paid off. I ain't got no payments on that sucker. Love it. I go home, go to change it, and lo and behold, it's when I discover I have aftermarket headlights. I did the whole internet. I did the whole YouTube search. Like, okay, I got this is what I got. Okay, I just want to make sure how to change it. So I'm sitting there, and I didn't realize I had aftermarket headlights. And I'm sitting, I was like, why is this not coming out? This will not move. So I look it up. I was like, Buick LaCrosse 2014. Like, okay, bet that's it right there. I'm looking at all the schematics and everything. It's like, oh, yeah, it's pop right off. No, wouldn't pop right off. So I'm like, what is going on with this thing? So I called my buddy up, and he's a mechanic. And he's like, yeah, I'll come over, man. We can drink a couple beers or whatever, not, whatnot. So he comes over. We're looking at it. And he's like, oh, hey, bub. I was like, what's up? We call him Ducky. I was like, what's up, Ducky? He's like, brother, you got aftermarket headlights. I was like, I got aftermarket what? He said, aftermarket headlights. I said, so I mean, okay, so just replace it. You can't. He's like, you have to, I mean, we can replace them, but you have to order them. I was like, what? I had to get on Amazon, order them back. Now, luckily, I found some that was only like, I think they were like 30, 40 bucks. They weren't very expensive, but they were slightly better than the ones I already had. And so I was just like, but the thing was, at first we thought we were gonna have to take the whole fender off, the whole front bumper off and everything. We thought we were gonna have to take that off just to get to it to open it up to actually replace it. But luckily, we found another way. We were able to do that, got it replaced, and then I was like, well, maybe we should go ahead and replace the other one. So walk around to the other side, right, to the driver's side one. I was like, I'm not replacing that one. It's behind. It's like in front of the freaking battery. There's like a battery. There's like the computer, like the brain for the freaking car. It's all right there. There's like this much space. There's like this much space. If you're trying to, you have to take all that crap out. I was like, bro. I said it looks fine. It looks fine. It's good. It's good. If anything, if it goes out, I'll take a lantern. I will tape a lantern to the front of the car, and that will be my headlight. Um, from the time being, it just look like Popeye or something. I'm not replacing that right now. I was pissed. I was like, what the? Yeah, I was pissed. It wasn't a good day. It was not a good day. But it is what it. Like I said, I love that car. It's a good car. Like I said, plus it's paid off, so I'm holding on to that bad boy for a little while longer.
So
Until I guess I have
I'm
to do something.
interested in this cops like the lore
Oh
because
Jesus!
I know a lot of times like a lot of police departments they have that closed group where they protect one another and They act like an organized gang, but it sounds like he dug his grave enough to where no one could potentially even offer to help him. And
There
also, it
were
sounds like he's the kind of person that they just wouldn't want to waste their time with
They
okay.
internally.
died. They
Listen,
tried to help him.
listen. I
They tried
worked
to
in
help
law
Really?
enforcement for 5
him. Yeah.
years, okay? You are right, but you're also wrong. There is the thin blue line where you come up against a wall of officers if they truly believe the person is innocent of whatever they're being accused of. But as soon as they see facts of that they actually are a slime ball douchebag, whatever the case may be, they are no longer going to protect that motherfucker. They will throw them under the bus.
You said flam ball?
Slime
What'd you say?
ball.
Oh, slime ball. I thought you said flam ball. I was like,
The fuck
what
is a
is
flam ball?
I don't you've used some words on here that they did not exist.
Well, yeah, but that's not one of them.
Oh, okay. I was just saying. I thought I heard that. I was like, flam ball? What is a
And
flam
he
ball?
did, in this case, there were a few officers that did testify as character witnesses, but it wasn't about his job. It was about like he was a law-abiding citizen outside of his job, which has nothing to do with the case.
Like you're not up there questioning Denzel Washington in Training Day. Like what the it was just dude, I'm telling you, bro. That it just
It was bad.
oh my god, it was so bad. So bad.
I
I
had
know what
one officer that used to bring it like bring people into the jail all the time for driving offenses, and I started noticing after a while that they were always Mexican, and it was always driving without a license. So I straight up called him on it. I never saw him again.
well, you know where he's at now. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not
I
gonna say it.
never saw him again. He was. I was like, dude, like, do you just see a Mexican and pull him over? Like, what the fuck?
Well,
Why
I
is this the
mean,
only thing that you do?
I know one place you can probably get a job at right now. Anyways, we're
Never
gonna move
came.
along.
Never came back in.
We're gonna move along from that for our really gets in some trouble. Anyways, no, it was yeah, it was dude. And I'm like, how can you call character witnesses for this idiot? And nothing, like she said, they never asked anything about how he was actually at work. Now, one of them said, I think it was I think it was the same night, because they're switching out patrol cars or whatever, taking over the cars, and that's when they said that they did the inspection of the cars so they could take it, and it was a little disorganized.
Disheveled.
Yeah,
Mhm.
disheveled and disorganized, like and it never usually is with him. He's a pretty organized person. They kind of noticed that, but they were like, might have just had a rough night, like that clerk at the gas station said. Um, so he might have, it was what it. And then you know how he explained his cuts on his face, the gashes on his face. You know how he explained that one? He said he was chasing a suspect on foot and fell into a barbed wire fence.
He'll be
Oh,
back. He was doing this last night.
Oh, for
There
the
we
love of
then
go.
you
God!
then you have to
Seriously?
explain like, oh well, wouldn't you have called that in, or like that adds
There
more
was no
shit to
log of it. Yeah.
explain.
No report.
Oh, don't forget the wacky inflatable hitchhiker.
Oh, for God! Oh God! And then they said that there was a hitchhiker that was there at the freaking because he always pulled these women over and had them go down the off ramp, basically where there was no lighting whatsoever.
One
So they were
specific
saying,
offer. It's
yeah,
one
just
every.
one, just one. He pulled them all over the same place, and so then they were saying they saw there was a hitchhiker that was out there, and he was out there by the ramp, and he was didn't have his thumb out like he was trying to hitchhike. He was out there waving his arms, trying to flag people down. And then another witness came and said he was waving his arm trying to flag people down, but he had money in his hands. And I'm like, what?
Have
And
you ever
now
seen
this
a
is at night.
hitchhiker doing this?
Yeah.
That's
That's like
stop, help, I need assistance, not hey, I need a ride.
Yeah, and it was at night. And even if you're doing this, like I'm gonna be like, hey, like I'm not gonna stop, but I'm gonna call and say, hey, I'm by this ramp right here. I didn't want to stop because I didn't feel safe. There's a hitchhiker out here or somebody out here waving their arms, and maybe he needs assistance. I'll probably do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm even now, I'm not trying to get out of the car because I really don't want to have somebody's family writing no obituary for somebody. But anyways, I'm like, yes. And then, like I said, the other one was like, yeah, he's waving money. And I'm like, what? How are you, how are you seeing this if it's at night, number one? Number two, you're on a highway, unless you're going off that off ramp. But if you're going on the highway, and at that time it's what, '05, so that time I think most of the highways were still around 65 or 55 or 60.
55.
Was it 50,
Yeah,
55?
about
There's
55, yeah.
Yeah, so they're still about 55. So you're still doing at least 60. And some people living on the edge, they do about 65, 70. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really I just don't, especially at night. I just don't see that. So I didn't understand the whole thing. It was still just it was crazy. Hey Miss D, how you doing? Hope you feel better. Hope you're gonna be feeling better because like I said, she's under the weather. But yeah, it was, dude, it was a very, like I had to take I had to take a blood pressure pill after that episode. I felt like I needed to take a blood pressure pill because it was spiking a little bit. My heart monitor thing went off on my watch, my Apple Watch, saying, hey, your heart rate is a little high. Um,
so during the whole legal proceedings, he just kept proclaiming his innocence,
he
obviously,
didn't take
right?
the stand. He didn't take the stand.
But he was like not guilty.
Yes,
That was the stance he was taking. Okay.
yes, not guilty of anything
And
because
he
it's
was
all
found
circumstantial.
it was a hung jury on the first trial. They actually had to do a retrial to find him guilty.
I almost threw my headset at the camera when she said, "Oh, plot twist." When she said plot twist, twat twist. When she
Twat
said plot,
twist?
yeah, it's like twat twist. With the twat twist. When she said plot twist, when she said plot twist, I was like, if these fools found him not guilty, if that judge is still alive, I'm going to track him down and I'm going to make him give me the names of everyone. I am going to track him down. I'm going to make him give me the names of everyone, and I'm going to find them, and I'm going to go up to them, ring their doorbells, and slap the taste out of their mouths and walk off. And they'll be like, what was that for? And I'm going to turn around and say, you know what it was for, and then walk off. I'll probably get arrested after the first one. Maybe the second. I might get to the second one,
Mm-mm.
but maybe not. Nope.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm black, so yeah. I might even make it to the front door. Anyways, did you DoorDash? No.
The prosecuting attorney had 18
18 freaking
18
witnesses.
witnesses, blonde women, well,
And a guy.
17 blonde young women and a blonde young guy testify that he had a pattern of pulling people over for weird shit.
Oh my god. And it was so hilarious because it was just like a constant flow. And then the defense attorney was just like, I object, I object, I object, I object, I object. Well, because he knew it was establishing a pattern. He knew that. But yeah, it was just hilarious. I almost lost it because right before you said anything about the guy, I was like, man, that'd be hilarious. I was thinking to myself, that'd be hilarious if there was a guy mixed in there. And sure enough, 2 witnesses later was a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, are you serious, bro? Are you that
I'm
hard up?
surprised
He's
he
like,
didn't tell him to get a haircut.
that's what I said. I said, get a haircut, you hippie. It was hilarious though, man. And he's like, is your hair as long as it is now? It's like, no, it's actually longer. It was actually longer then. It's like, oh my god, he's just out there cruising, window down, hair just blown in the wind, looking like Fabio. You know what I'm saying?
Gets
Just
pulled
chilling.
over. The cop walks up, unzipping, and then oh shit, my bad.
Hey, little lady, you lost? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah,
So
you're.
the physical evidence that they
Oh
had
God.
were purple fibers from her pants on him, on his gun and his boot. Yellow fibers on her from his patch.
Mm-hmm.
His blood, his blood on her boots and
And her
her
shirt.
shirt,
Yeah.
but it was all circumstantial.
Now listen, I tried to play devil's advocate. I was trying to help. I was trying to help as much as I could, Monty. I really was. I was trying to play devil's advocate. I said, look, if he was chasing the perp and he fell into some barbed wire, he's cut up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's wiping himself. He pulled her over. He's gonna give her a ticket, but he decided not to. Maybe he went to stand to shake her hand. Maybe that's how the blood got on her shirt. I said, but even if that was the case, there would not be his blood would not be on her boot. It would not be, unless he pulled her out of the car. And if you pull her out of the car, then that means guess what? You're gonna have to write up some type of report. Well, you should be writing up a report anyways about pulling somebody over. You should be calling it in. Number one. But if you don't do it, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I've seen where they pull you over, they come out talk to you, and say, you know what?
Nope. It's like fuck
Pow,
you.
pow, 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 pow.
It's like, oh, the black man's talking about the cops. Silence him. I'm trying to speak up for y'all. Anyways, but maybe like saying, maybe it was just one of those things. He pulled her out. Like there should have been a report or something. But like I'm like, dude, I can't help this guy. I can't help this dude. There's no helping this idiot. And it ain't about Officer Doofy. He was an idiot the whole movie, but at least at the end he fooled everybody. He was actually the smartest person that was there. But this was not a doofy. This was not a doofy. This was just a dumbass. Um, like he was a complete idiot. This dude was a complete.
Didn't Doofy
Shiloh,
get
what's up,
caught?
brother? Huh?
Didn't Doofy get caught?
No, I think he ended up No, at the end of the movie, he was walking out like he's walking like he normally walked, and then he started walking normal, walked up to the car and got in the car with Gail, and they drove off.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I couldn't remember if he got caught or not.
Yeah, I only remember it because then I think of that other movie. What was that movie? Was it Primal Evil? No, what's the movie with Edward Norton and Richard Gere, where Edward Norton was playing like he was mentally challenged or whatever. I think it was that one. He was playing mentally challenged and he murdered somebody. And then they were like had him up, but he was like, no, no, no. But then he added like he had the split personality thing. So he basically got off for uh, being insane. And so he was like, he's like, you really played me. He's like, there was no what I don't remember, but that's the reason why I kind of referenced that. It was because of that. I just can't remember the name of the movie, but it was Edward Norton and Richard Gere. Richard Gere was his lawyer, um, trying to get him off from first degree murder. And like I said, I think he ended up getting off. Well, I think it was a Sandy plea. They ended
Yeah,
up getting him
Primal
on.
Fear.
Primal Fear. That's what it was. Primal Fear. Thank you, Monty.
I don't
Thank
think
you.
I ever
Thank
saw
you.
that.
It's actually a really good movie. It's actually a really good movie. Shiloh, I played which one was it? Wings Up. I played Wings Up today for the intro of the show. Freaking love it. Next one I'm gonna probably end up playing at some point is probably gonna be The Pivot. Now that's that song right there. Holy crap. That song right there is that one in Iron Sharpens Iron is the other one he did for us. That was a really good one too. But yeah, that's really good. So what I'll do is I'll switch up the intros to where I'll play that one. I'll play of course the one that Itzy did for us, and then like I said, Shiloh has two more after that as well. So like I said, between Shiloh, between you and Itzy, keep them songs coming. Like I said, I'll end up if y'all keep doing enough songs, I'll replace all the songs I normally do for the Birdman show and just put that stuff on there. So I enjoyed it. By the way, we're at 1.2K on TikTok. Um, is today your birthday, Shiloh? Yeah, definitely. Amber, definitely. You make as many songs you want to. Oh, cousins. Okay, okay, cool. Well, yeah, tell them happy birthday. Hell, my birthday's Saturday.
I love the
Yeah, I think my
question mark.
birthday. Well, the reason why is because I was talking to my father earlier today, and today's the 29th. And between my dad and my mom, they wreck my mental because half time I don't be knowing anymore. I don't know what I am anymore. So last year, I turned 47, right? My mom calls me, wishes me happy birthday. Say, yeah, yeah, you don't turn 45 or no, no, she said I was 40, 48. I was like, nah. I was like, am I 48? So I'm thinking for a whole day. I was like, dang, I thought I was gonna be 47. Am I 48? I'm having to do that. I said, no, man, I'm 47. Man, we talking about and then today I was talking to my dad. He's like, yeah, he said, yeah, call, check on you, see how you doing, because yeah, you got your birthday coming up tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, yeah, it's gonna be in there. And we got off the phone. I'm like, wait a minute, tomorrow's the 30th. My birthday's 31st, ain't it? Yeah. So I was just all kinds of confused. I was like, good God, I don't even know, man. I don't even know what's going on no more. I don't even know when my birthday is. Somebody tell me what my birthday is. But yeah, yeah, mine's yeah. Happy birthday to all Aquarius people. Yes, 100%. Like I said, we're aquatics, which is funny because I'm an Aquarius and I don't like the ocean. I don't like lakes. I don't like ponds. You know
It's
what I'm
an air
Well,
saying?
that's
sign, not a
fine
water
because yeah,
sign.
it's an air
Huh?
sign.
It's an air sign, not a water sign.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
It, anyway, Tim, congratulations, by the way.
Four.
Your team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going to the Super Bowl again. I like I said, I really didn't pay that much attention to him this season because it's not that I wasn't rooting for him. It's just that I felt it was more of a rebuild season. So I didn't have a lot of expectations, and so I really wasn't paying that much attention. And then they were like, yeah, oh man, it's like, hey man, they're like 12-2 at one point. I'm like, wait, what? And I looked, I was like, holy crap! So I'm looking back and looking at all the stuff and everything, and I'm like, oh my god, they've been killing it. And I thought because I think Drake May is a really good quarterback. I think he's gonna be pretty good. But he's still young, and he's been showing it in the playoffs. He struggled. He struggles in the beginning of the game, and he struggles in the fourth quarter. He kind of figures it out, and he's able to pull it out. But you can't that can only last for so long. So he's gonna have to put together a full game if he plans on trying to lead the Patriots to the Super Bowl. But hey, I'm happy that they made it to the Super Bowl. So out freaking standing, go Patriots, all that good stuff. Yeah, got the whoop whoop. The boys are back. Oh no, it's okay, Des. It's okay. She's a Cowboys fan, so there's that. Um,
Who's a
yeah,
Cowboys fan?
Des. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Des said
yeah.
that to me.
He said what? Oh, what were you doing, yawning?
No. Oh, me
Oh,
yawning? Oh, okay. I can't help it. I had
that's what
to
I was
take
saying.
my meds late on Wednesdays, so I'm fucking exhausted on Thursdays, and I already don't want to be here because I just saw y'all's faces yesterday, and that's a
You didn't
lot of
see
peopling.
you didn't see Monty's face.
Not yesterday, but it's still a lot of peopling.
Oh my god, kid, you're killing me. Um,
Social
yeah,
battery is at -20.
I took my social battery out a long time ago. I just charge
You
it
were
every once in a while.
social as shit. I don't want to hear it.
I charge every once in a while when I'm out in the sun. Um,
Oh,
that's
that's
about
what
what I do.
Tim just needs some vitamin D.
Yeah, yeah, just yeah. Get some Sunny D. Get some Sunny D. Yeah, there we go.
I did
There you
not say
go.
Sunny D. I said vitamin D.
Hey, Sunny D, man, you got to get all that stuff in there, man. Got to get that the calcium, all that good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't drink milk like that. I can't drink milk like that. I can't. I can't get the bubble guts. Anyways, what?
This whole thing just went fucking weird.
Oh God, it did not go weird. What is? Oh, what? Oh, that was weird. Oh, that was well, that was weird. No, something popped up on TikTok on my end, which was just weird, and then just went away. It was something about the. It said something unstable. Maybe it was reading me.
Yes, yes, we are. They read us all correctly.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is an unstable one. Wolfie, what's up? Yes. Oh, this is an unstable group. They are definitely unstable. Yeah,
Hmm.
we might leave them.
Hmm.
We'll watch from afar. We'll watch from afar. Let's see how they're doing. But yeah. So, like I said, we've got Monday. We've got The Simpsons. I still got to come up with kind of a title for that. I don't want to use the same one. I'll come up with a title for that one, and then we'll turn around and have the conspiracy theory episode Wednesday, as well. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't see us needing to be on here too much longer. Um, like I said, it was just a weird. Last night was a very taxing episode, is what I can say. Definitely say that.
We only have three
Um,
left.
yeah, and I'm really scared about those. Um, Now I will say this: we have, like I said, we have the conspiracy theory episode Wednesday, so I'm gonna put that out now to everybody. Like I have a list of conspiracies, that I plan on, making up a list or whatever. But I'm also taking, any suggestions, because I don't want, like I said, I can always come up with the stuff. We can always come up with this stuff, but I do appreciate it and I like it even more when we have, people sending us in suggestions. So if you're over on TikTok, just you can just DM me, send it to me in the message, where you fried us on. Well, you can do the same thing on Rumble, as well as YouTube. You can send a message on this one, but just send me a message, if you have any, suggestions or whatnot, for conspiracy theory ideas. Like I said, between myself, Monty, especially if she's gonna be on that episode, and we'll see how Miss D's feeling. Maybe she'll be on there. Um, Now Ace said he'll be on that episode, and actually he's talking about bringing somebody else who was another conspiracy theory nut. So that ought to be very fun, especially it's you might actually have fun on that Wednesday episode if you're able to make it, Monty,
Oh,
because
for sure.
this chick is going to be on. She's she is a conspiracy theory nut, like nut job. Like she's cool, but she's really really into it. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna get Carrie off of here because she looks like she's, oh, look at her. Did you get your
I'm
little
gonna
teddy
fall
too?
asleep.
Yeah, like she had a little teddy and a little blankie covered up, curled up in the chair. You
I don't
have
have
a
a
teddy.
teddy.
Oh
I'm
no.
wearing my PJ pants.
Oh jeez. Okay, well, are they teddy bears and choo choo trains? Choo choo.
No, they're little dogs.
Oh, we got little dogs. Oh God, that's on. But yeah, let's go ahead and end this, recap. Like I said, I didn't. Well, I thought it was gonna be a little longer because my mind went to another alternate dimension, and thought we did an episode Monday. So that's a episode all by itself where my mind goes. Um, But we're not going there. I mean, I swear to God, every time I go to the VA to see my behavioral health therapist, I swear to God, I walk out and I see her bolting out the side door to freaking go chain smoke like 2 packs of cigarettes.
I mean, they
You
really
know,
should
you're at
let
surprise.
them smoke in the building.
I,
Seriously, the patients and the caregivers all
hey,
need the ability to smoke if they so choose.
I told him I was like, hey, look, I don't care. You need to light up, go ahead, light up. Like, I got something a little stronger if you need it. Like like
Tim, since
I
you bring up the VA real
uh,
quick, I had my VA, my doctor that prescribes my medication.
uh,
She said the weirdest thing, and this is months ago, but at the time I didn't really like connect the dots. But then
okay.
you know how the world's crazy right now, and
Right
everyone's
now.
like picking a side, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
she had said, you know, I wish that one of our patients that was out of touch with reality just enough, and it would also be a benefit if they were terminally ill, so it wouldn't be like they'd face any consequences anyway, if they would just bite the bullet, do us a favor, and take out who needs to be taken out. My doctor told me this while we were just shooting the shit, because I was saying, oh yeah, it's crazy out there right now, like that's all I said, and then she's like, oh yeah, and I was like, yeah, it's just high end emotions. But then, like, I'm thinking and I'm reflecting back on how nuts things are getting, like, in these last couple weeks. And I remember her saying that. And I'm like, she probably shouldn't be doing that job with people like me. You know, like, that's,
Okay, I'm okay, and I hate. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell the story real quick. When I was in Iraq. I think it was my second deployment over to Iraq. Yeah, I think it was my second deployment. So, I had went through a lot of crap in my first deployment. Seen a lot of things, did a lot of things. I'm not getting into that here, but did a lot of things that just I don't honestly I don't wish upon anybody. I don't wish upon my worst enemies to have to go through or see the things that I saw. Make a long story short, so they started seeing signs of PTSD in me then. So they end up telling me, okay, well, you're gonna have to go start seeing a therapist here because they weren't going to send me back. There was just no way they were going to send me back, which I didn't want to go back anyways. I was going through a lot at home, anyways, which was part of the reason why I started really. I think that's the breakdown at home with what was going on there was kind of what kind of dropped my shield for me being able to hide what I was dealing with my PTSD. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I started seeing, we're gonna start seeing therapists, and it's a major. She's a major, and she was like, hey, come in and talk, da da da, whatever. And so finally, I think after the fourth or fifth session, so this is over like a 2.5 month span. So after the fourth or fifth session, I finally kind of start open up. And so she was like, okay, that's cool. Well, why don't you tell me about the worst experience you had on your first deployment? And I kind of looked at her and I said, are you sure? Do you want to hear that? And so she was like, well, I think the progress you're making, if you feel comfortable talking about it, then let's do it. And I was like, oh, I was like, you know what? I was like, I haven't talked about it since that. And I said, there's really nobody I can talk to about this. So, I mean, this is what you're here for, right? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I tell her, this is supposed to be a 45-minute session, turned into a 2.5 hour session. And I talked the whole time and she just was listening. Well, I noticed about 5 minutes before I stopped talking, I noticed I didn't hear her writing anymore. And so I looked over and she's just staring at me. And I finished what I was saying. I said, Doc, you're that good? She's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's like, how you feel? And I said, most of the time they say you talk about stuff, you feel better. I said, I still don't feel any better from that. And so she's like, well, you just got to, keep doing the work, blah, blah, the typical therapist stuff. And so I leave, or I get ready to leave. And I was like, when am I supposed to come back? She's like, well, normally I'll have you come back in like three weeks or something. She's like, let's step that up to 2. I was like, okay, that's cool. So I leave. had a couple missions, went on a couple missions. 3 days later, 3 days later, and this is why I didn't. This is why I kind of went away from going to behavioral health or talking to therapists for. This was back in 06, '07 when this happened. So from 06, '07 to 20 2012, I didn't talk to anybody else. I didn't talk to anybody. 3 days later, I'm sitting there and I'm supposed to go make my appointment so I can go see my therapist. And I go up there and like I heard there was there's a big commotion that was going on and all this other stuff, but I didn't know anything was going on because they weren't releasing anything. So like did we get hit with a RPG or did somebody send a mortar around? What's going on? Like no, come to find out, she had she had unalived herself, and for the longest time I thought it was me, and it just it scared the crap out of me. And I was like, man, I can't talk to anybody about this stuff. I mean, and it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was. But she was also seeing a lot of soldiers. And you're talking about seeing a bunch of different soldiers. And they're probably telling their similar stories or stuff like that. Plus, I mean, I don't know what her home life was back in the States at the time. That's tough. I mean, she was a major, but she was a civilian. She just because of her education and because of all her credentials and everything, when she got in, because especially how the army does. Your educational level, depend. Sometimes can dictate your rank. And so she'd only been over. I think maybe she was only in for like maybe 2 years or so, and had never deployed. No, she's 4 years. She said, and had never deployed. That was her first appointment. So I don't know, but it was yeah. She unalived herself. Man, took her sidearm and did the deed. And dude, it messed me up so bad. And so when you made that comment, I'm like, when I think about some of these people who sit there and talk to us about stuff, especially the ones that deal with us, that from the VA and stuff, it's like, dude, can you imagine all of the stories they've been told? So it does make sense that I would hear somebody say that, especially when you kind of see what's going on in today, especially well, I say the world's crazy, but America's probably leading the way right now with some of the stuff that's going on in this country. So yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know, it's tough. I almost would say, hey, give me your number, I'll volunteer. I volunteer for tribute. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. It's tough, man. All this stuff is crazy. I'm crazy. We're all crazy. The whole world's crazy. Um, Deathlight, you want to say anything to the good people before we get up out of here, other than good night?
I even got your wife texting me saying just leave and go to bed.
I was, I'm surprised you're still here.
Well, it felt rude to leave during that last story. That was intense.
I'm surprised before then you didn't leave. Because normally you'll see me a message like, "Hey, I'm tired. I'm wiped out. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce." I'm like, "Cool. I'll send you. Message you back like, hey, I understand. You're good. I'm surprised you're on this long. I appreciate it, but I'm surprised." And
I've been
I
on the
didn't.
struggle bus for the last 45 minutes.
I know. That's why I said I'm surprised you were on here this long. Because I know you on Thursdays. That's why most time I try to do your recap first, or our recap. I'll try to do our recap first. I'm like, I've got carried for about maybe 30 minutes before it's time to go baby bye. But it is what it is. Yeah. Monty, you got anything you want to say to the good people before we get up out of here?
Be good to one another. That's it.
Yeah, I'll second that. Try to at least give an effort. Whatever. That's why I stay home most of the time.
I'm going to bed later.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. Hey, we love you guys. You can go ahead and jump off if you need to. Go ahead. I mean, you don't have to stay for the very end. Um, but hey, man, we do appreciate you guys jumping in with us and joining this short little recap and therapy session. Um, But yeah, so we definitely appreciate you guys. Like I said, we'll be back. The Birdman show will be back Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time for a Conspiracy Files episode. We're gonna be talking about the Simpsons crazy predictions come true over the years. Whatever. I'm still working on the title for that. It's a work in progress. But we're gonna be talking about that, and then, like I said, we'll be back Wednesday for an actual another conspiracy theories episode. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of fun. But don't forget to join Ace. Join him. Where's it at? Sunday for Ace Train Trivia. As you see it there going down the bottom of the screen. Ace Train Trivia. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time for us. But that will be Sunday over on his TikTok profile right there at TLB-ACE. Join him. It's always good fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. I have to come up with a new answer because normally my answer, Monty, was favorite thing was Tyler Perry. Didn't matter. It was just Tyler Perry. But then Tyler Perry got himself into some stuff, and I can no longer condone Tyler Perry. Then I thought about Diddy. but then I was like, no, that's just that probably strike too many nerves, and I probably get sued by Johnson and Johnson. But anyways, for the baby oil. But I don't know. I gotta come up with another answer. But yeah, don't forget. Like I said, we'll be back for all that good stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys for joining us. As I close out. I'll play a little snippet of another song that Shiloh did. This one is entitled "Iron Sharpens Iron." Iron Sharpens Iron by Shiloh the Immortal. It's great. Like I said, he did 3 songs for us. They're freaking phenomenal. I know Itzy's gonna be working on a few more as well. So I appreciate both of them. They do a phenomenal job. They've done a phenomenal job. So like I said, that's gonna be playing as we roll out. Monty, if you need to take off, you can go ahead. I'm gonna let that play for a little bit as we roll up out of here. So I love you, brother, man. I appreciate you like always, man. So thank you guys so very much. Like I said, we appreciate you, and we'll see you guys for the Birdman show. We'll see you guys Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time, right back here. I'm Birdman for Deathlight, for Ace, for Miss D, Mace Valor right there. This has been the Birdman Show recap edition, and we out. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Do it with us as we get up out of here. And we out.
Dead up from the battles and the stress. No scripts on the table, no masks on the face. Just the raw, uncut reality of this place. I'm not here to tell you that the world is alright. I'm here to stand with you in the middle of the fight. We call the audible, we pivot the plan, because a broadcast is nothing without the heart of a man. When the fire gets hot, we don't run, we collide, burning off the rust, leaving nothing to hide. Like a blade on the steel, yeah, the spark's gonna fly. We forge a new strength under this open sky. You sharpen me, brother, and I sharpen you. Iron sharpens iron, it's the only way through. Together we rise. Zero topics bar at the plutonium glow. We're digging up the secrets that the others won't show. It's dangerous to talk when the world wants you quiet, but silence is a prison and my voice is the riot. So turn the mic up, let the levels peak red. We're living, we're disturbing the dead. When the fire gets hot, we don't run, we collide, burning off the rust, leaving nothing to hide. Like a blade on the steel, yeah, the spark's gonna fly. We forge a new strength under this open sky. You sharpen me, brother, and I sharpen you. Iron sharpens iron, it's the only way through. Together we rise. We don't break. We don't fold. We just get sharper. The circle is unbreakable. The bond is undeniable. Check the mic. We're still here. Together